Kia ora, I'm here with Minister for Statistics, the Honourable James Shaw, because there's a big event coming up in New Zealand that we thought we might spend a little bit of time telling you about.
That's right. So it's the Census, which is happening this year on March the 6th. Happens every 5 years, and it's terrifically important for the country.
Okay, so my mum used to be a census lady, so that means I remember it used to be a pretty straightforward exercise: go out with the forms, fill them in, have them collected, but it's different this year.
So it is different. I mean, the census has been around in one form or another since 1851, but the thing that's most different this year is that it is being conducted mostly online rather than the traditional paper forms.
So what do we expect in terms of how many people are likely to fill in online? Because that's not your only option. I understand you can still ring and ask. Once this arrives in your letterbox, you can call and ask for paper forms, but how many do we think will then actually go online and do it?
Yep, that's what they've planned for. So Stats NZ have got a database of 1.8 million households around New Zealand, and about 80% of those houses are getting something in the mail that has a unique access code, and the other 20% are getting them hand delivered, where it's a more, shall we say, remote location.
Okay, so on this letter then you've got your household code. That means that even before the 6th of March or on the 6th of March, you can jump online and fill in your form?
No, you can do it on the 6th of March or any time before, as long as you know where you're going to be on the 6th of March. Because the whole idea, the reason why we have a census day is so that we get a snapshot of where everyone is in the country at one time. Literally everybody, every household is getting a letter which contains a unique access code, and the idea is that everybody who is in that household will use that code.
So that means that no matter where you are, you fill in your census in the household that you're at that way. So if my sister's, for instance, coming to stay at my place, she fills in under my household code.
That's right. Everyone who is at that house, whether they're living in that house or they're visiting that house, they use the code for that house. Everyone also has to fill in an individual form, which takes you 5 minutes, but the idea is that, you know, it's where you are that night.
So everyone gets this in their letterbox. Mine arrived the other day. I was very excited. I get excited about the census, and this form then tells you how you can then go online with this access code and complete the census, or to call and get a paper copy.
Yeah, that's right. So the letter that you've received isn't the census form, it's your access code to go online. If you do want to fill out a paper form, there is a phone number there, 0800 Census, and you can ring them up, order a paper form, and it'll get delivered to your house.
Okay, so I know one of the questions that will come up, and it's a good question to ask. You know, what protections are we putting in place? People are giving over their personal details. How can they be assured that they're going to be only used properly?
Yes, absolutely. So Stats NZ takes your privacy really seriously. The data that we use is aggregated and anonymized, so it's about looking for patterns in the data. It's not about finding out about any one person or any one family or anything like that. So privacy is extremely important. We've got a lot of protections in place around that.
So all of this effort, why do we go through all of this, every 5 years? Why is this so important?
So the information that we gather in the census is really important for a lot of decisions, like how we fund roads and other forms of transport, whether, where and how to fund kohanga reo and to put schools, hospitals, those kinds of things. So it's critically important. We've got a really good idea of kind of who we are as a nation, where we are, what we're up to, because that means that we can actually serve our community more effectively.
Which is why it's so important that everyone fills this in, otherwise we don't have an accurate picture of where the needs are, where the population is, what their population looks like. So please, make sure you grab this form, jump online or call for a paper form and get it filled in.
Prime Minister says so.